Hello, everybody. My name is Sheep, and today I'm going to solve the problem 80, remove duplicates from sorted array number 2. Um, this is part of the top interview 150 study plan, and it's a medium problem. So let's get to it. Given an integer array nums sorted in non-decreasing order, remove some duplicates in place, such that each unique element appears at most twice. The relative order of the elements should be kept the same. So that means that we must modify the array directly. We must modify the array directly and do not allocate any extra space. Since it is impossible to change the length of the array in some languages, you must instead have the result be placed in the first part of the array nums. More formally, if there are k elements after removing the duplicates, then the first k elements of nums should hold the final result. It does not matter what you leave beyond the first k elements. Return k after placing the final result in the first k slots of nums. Do not allocate extra space. Here it is. For another array, you must do this by modifying the input array in place with O1 extra memory. Our code must pass this custom judge code, and here are some examples. Let's read the first one because the second one is similar. Now we have our array over here 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. There are three instances of 1, so we should delete one instance of 1. So that leaves us with 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. And this array is 5 in length. So that's what our output is. And if we look at the constraints, we can see that the maximum value and the minimum value of the nums I of the elements in the array is not that big. So we can use a hash map, or we can use a hash map by either a map or an array, but I'm going to use a map because it's preference. All right, so let's initiate a map. Okay, now we need our index, right? Because for example, let me use this array 1 1 1 1 2 2 3 1 1 1 2 2 3. So if we go from left to right of the array and we see that this number 1 here has appeared 3 times, we would delete it. But now our third element is 2, and our index should stay the same instead of moving to 4, which is moving to this one, right? If we move to our index to 4 instead of to 2, or I suppose because we start at 0, if we move our index to 2 from 2 to 3 instead of keeping it at 2, we will omit this element and we will not check it, so it would not be accurate. So that's what we do. We have a while loop instead of a for loop because there would be some instances where the index does not move up. Now, why I is smaller than nums.size? Because each time we remove an element, the size of nums would be decreased. Yeah, so we cannot allocate extra space for another array, but if we delete some elements, then I suppose that should be all right. So while I is smaller than nums.size, we would do the following. If map of the current element is equal to 2, that means we already have two instances of this value over here, then we would remove it from the array. Nums erase, nums begin plus I. Nums erase, nums begin plus I. So that's the syntax for erasing it. Now else nums, else we would increase the count of our current element, right? And we would also increase our index. Okay. And we would also increase our index. That makes sense. So, and at last we return the size of our current nums. Okay, let's see if that runs well. It runs well. So let's submit it. I'm sorry for the extra noise. My family's talking. All right. Yeah, so we got accepted. Yay. So that's it for this problem. Um, We it runs pretty quickly, but if there would be a more optimal solutions, I would present it to you guys in the next videos. If there are any questions, problems, please comment, and then I'll come back to you as soon as possible. And that's it. See you guys later.